Excuse me. Oh, we're ahead of schedule. 756, about to be 757 in balance here. So that's a good thing. That means we're doing good today. Man, couple of funky days. The last couple of days, a real strong, heavy energy. It was definitely making its way around to everyone. And it was like a sleepy, heavy, lully, just like odd, almost like it's almost like one of those, it was like a spoof movie, you know, where you watch it and it's like, you know, it seems like it's legit, but really it's just like a big joke, you know. And that's kind of how the last couple of days felt. It was almost like, you know, we were living in a spoof for a minute. And today we've got the rain, so we can see how we move through. We constantly are moving through shifts that are pushing us forward. And the last couple of days was really about surfacing a lot of things within ourselves and letting them go. And we're continuing to do that. You know, a good way to think of it is like when you're at a beach and you start kind of peeling away the sand and you start digging a little bit of a hole, and then the water starts to seep up from the sand, from the earth there. And that's kind of what the last couple of days was like. It was like we peeled away some layers and some emotions were able to seep up out of the earth there, out of our bodies here. And, excuse me, and we were able to let some things go. And now, today is about, you know, the shift before, you know, we get that full set-in of that change that we just went through. So with the rain comes the shift. So you can just count on that. So just start to learn that. When there's rain, that means a shift is occurring, you know, in front of your eyes, literally. So water contains information. And so when the rain comes, it brings in new information. It brings in new life. And that's what causes the shift. The water is conscious just as we are. So when the new water comes in, it causes a change in our conscious mind, okay? And in our bodies and in our reality, okay? Just like when any of us do anything with conscious intention, it has an effect, okay? So we're going through a major shift, and now I looked at the weather. I haven't looked at the weather in a couple of days. I don't really look at the weather too much, but then the weather is something that can tell you a lot about what's to come. And I'll get into that a little bit, you know, at some point. But, so the next 2 days, so it's raining today, and then the next 2 days jump from, we're at 49 degrees right now. They're jumping to 80 degrees for the next 2 days, from 49 degrees. And then it jumps back down to 60 degrees. So what that's telling you is that, again, it's just a confirmation of a major shift that's occurring right now. So we go from 2 really high, heavy energy days to this really, I mean, you can see it here, this really strong rain today. All right, which is bringing in the new information and the new shift and kind of sealing the deal on that. And then tomorrow, the next 2 days are going to be off the charts. Like, you're going to be feeling good, you're going to be motivated, you're going to be moving around, you're going to be, you know, we're going to feel lighter, freer, happier, more stronger, more understanding of just a little bit of where we're at and what's going on. Okay, so, and then it drops back down to 60. So we got Thursday and Friday, we're going to be in the 80s, and then all of a sudden it drops back down to 60. Why does that happen? Well, it's kind of like, you know, when, you know, we all like to have a good time and celebrate and party, and it's kind of like the same thing. You know, you can't party forever. You know, you burn yourself out. So we're going to have a couple of good days. We're going to have a couple of really, really high energy days. And then with that, you know, you need a little bit of a break. So it's not that we shut down completely, but it's like, hey, it's time to, you know, take the foot off the gas, so to speak. And, you know, that's what it's like. You know, whenever we go through these changes, it's exciting. It's like you had to work so hard to go through it that when you finally are through it and you're feeling good, you want to like just run and rock and roll. And but then life has to remind you, hey, you know, we got to slow it down. We got to stay in balance. So it drops back down again. And with that also is another shift. All right. And so you can see, if you were looking at this weather report like a roller coaster, what are we doing? We're going up and down a little bit. So we're on a ride, guys, and we're feeling the waves of it. We're feeling the emotions of it. We're feeling the pulls and the pushes and the tugs, and it's having an effect. So just keep hanging in there. Keep rolling with it. I gotta get to work here, but let's do our thanks real quick before I bounce out, and let's all connect real quick. So let's say thanks for our lives today. Thanks for waking us up today. Thanks for our breath. Thanks for our happiness. Thanks for the rain coming in to help wash everything and clean everything and bring us into new information and help bring that shift in for us so we can keep moving forward, and to help give life to us and nature and the plants and the animals and everything that needs the water so badly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's say thank you for each other. Thank you for our time together. Thank you for bringing us together. Thank you for continuing to allow things to unfold the way that they're supposed to, so that we can unfold the way that we're supposed to. Man, I love you guys. Let's continue to stay positive. Let's continue with those acts of kindness. Yeah, I actually, you know, the reason I was talking about that writing that I had, the reason I kind of hadn't shared it yet, what I realized is I was reading through it, and there was a little bit more I had to put in there. So the writing wasn't quite done yet. So I did finish that last night. I titled it. It's called One Together. So I'm excited to share that. And it's really very current. And like I've been talking about the help, and when we were a baby, and all those things came up with the confirmation with the fortune cookie. And I had another fortune cookie Sarah did that said something about looking in the mirror. If you look in the mirror, you know, you might see someone different than who you really are. And it's not so much that we're seeing someone different than who we are. It's just that we're seeing that there's maybe more to who we are. If we can just take a look within ourselves and look deep within ourselves. And one of the best ways to do that, since we can't see our own selves, is to look into a mirror. And it's funny because I wrote about looking into a mirror 3 or 4 days ago in the writing. And again, it comes up again about the mirror and confirmation. So here's the challenge today, guys. I want you to walk by a mirror. Bathroom one's good because it's private and it gives you time to be by yourself. I want you to walk by your bathroom mirror, pause. I want you to look in the mirror, and I want you to look into your eyes. And I want you to see yourself. I want you to see your heart. I want you to see everything that your heart is and that you are. And I want you to say, I love you. I care about you. I see you. And I got you. And I want you to say, we got this. We're a team, right? We got this. Give yourself a big hug. Take a deep breath. And smile. Sometimes I give myself a little wink, you know? We got this. All right? And then we move on. We go out and we spread light. All right? I got to go, guys. Have a great day. We'll check in later. Keep up the good work, guys.